This is Soph,
This is Rich
and we are from across the pond.
pond.
Ooh, over there.
Oh yeah, I just bashed my finger on the desk trying to. You were a bit quiet, so I was trying to turn you up. So I like to
Turn me up. Can you
pump it
can
up,
you hear me
pump
now?
it up. Yes, let's pump
Pump,
it up.
pump it up.
How are
Let
you?
the I'm doing better. I was a little under the weather, people, so it's all my fault that we didn't do a Sunday show. I was a
Look,
little under the weather,
it happens,
and it happened. But I'm better now, and the show must go on.
Show must go on.
Love the cup.
Or what's in it?
Orange juice.
Do you have orange
I
juice?
love me a good glass of orange juice.
Do you have orange juice with bits or no bits?
I like it either way. It just depends on what I grab. I don't really pay attention. I love no pulp, and then I like some pulp. I don't like a whole mess of it, but some pulp ain't bad.
I don't like orange juice unless it's mixed with water or alcohol, but I definitely don't like bits. I don't like bits.
So no pulp for you.
Oh no. But off the subject of pulp, I'm glad you're feeling a lot better.
Thank you. I'm happy I feel much better as well.
Keep up with that, OJ. You need the vitamin C.
The vitamin.
Right.
Vitamin C.
We didn't do Friday. Oh my God, I need some sleep. We didn't do Sunday's show, but if we had done, I would have said, how was your weekend? So today I'm going to say, how was your weekend and your week?
Oh, okay. Well, my weekend was uneventful, but the week was great. I'm at a new job. I'm doing well there. They're treating me well.
Good.
It's just, a little getting used to a new environment. But other than that, my weekends went great. How about your weekend?
It is. And because you've just mentioned the new job, I'm just going to jump on that bandwagon and say, I'm glad that you are liking the job because the last one was ish. But also, we haven't found our feet with this show, man, and this new job. Like, your time doesn't align with mine, doesn't align with yours. Like, I either have to stay up really late or you have to get up really early. So I don't know, we'll talk about it in Wednesday's meeting. Whether we change it and do a show on a Wednesday and a Sunday, who knows?
Yeah.
Might have to be the way forward, and then we just have 2 news updates, Wednesday and Sunday.
Yeah, who knows?
One thing for sure is we ain't going nowhere.
No time soon.
Oh, hell.
And please forgive me, I need a haircut. My hair is all over the place.
Come on, you always look hot skin, even when you haven't had your haircut, even when your brother's messed up your beard, you still bring your A game.
Oh, thank you.
Now,
thank you.
Also, I will just say, for some reason, there seems to be a little bit of a delay today. Like right now, Rich, you are stuck on the screen. So
I'm stuck on the screen again.
Hold on. For some reason, there's a really bad signal today. So, like I was just saying,
we are going.
One or the other keeps freezing.
Going back and forth. Yes.
Yeah, or there might be a delay. We're not speaking over each other. There is a bad line today. So whatever's going on in the ocean, sort it out.
Yes.
Anyway, my week,
please.
My weekend and my week. My week was just the usual work and Alfie and home. My weekend, woo! I went out with Roy, and boy, did we hit the town. On Friday night, we went.
Did y'all hit the town running?
Woo, we hit it hard. We went on a Friday. He got us some exclusive invites to a wine and art exhibition. And I jokingly
Mm-hmm.
said to my mum on the way there, oh, it's all female artists. What if there's like, you see it on the telly where they have lady bits and they class it as art, Oh, no.
Yeah.
What happened let me see if I can show you. Because I like to deal in facts. What happened when I got there? Wait for it.
What what
They
happened?
had all lady bits on show. Woo! That was the art. And you could buy pictures of the
That was
lady
the
bit.
art?
That's the art. You could buy pictures of the lady bits on bottles of wine. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. They were the wine labels, the lady bits on the wine.
Ew.
Yeah. There is a picture of Roy with the artist. Oh, there's me.
Okay. I see
Yeah.
it.
Her name was Katie Fishlock. That's it, Katie Fishlock. So she came and spoke to us. We met her. Then we just went to eat. As soon as we met her, we left and went to eat. We ate pizza, hummus with garlic bread. God, what else did we eat? A whole heap of nice stuff. We had some
That
cocktails.
sounds so exciting.
Okay, but then Saturday we went to a street food event and we ate a hell a lot of food. We had burgers, we had loaded fries, we had loaded nachos. I mean, we ate a serious amount of food, but that was to line our stomachs for the evening. We then got doled up. We went out. We left Roy's at 8. And we did not get back till gone 4:30 the following morning.
Awesome.
I drank rum. I drank martini. I drank Jack Daniels.
Which brings us to our Fun Friday topic, going out. Now, the saying, the older you get, I don't know if you get more boring or you get more exciting. I don't know. But I know now going out is totally different than how it was 20 years ago.
Can I ask you a question? In the States, do you call it out?
No, we just call it going out.
Okay, over here, if you're going out, that might just be for dinner or for a few hours. If you're going out, that means like clubbing, bars, you're proper hitting it hard. So yeah, we went totally out.
Now, you do say you're either going out or you're going to the club. See, if you're going to the club, that means you're going to be partying and drinking, not so much food. But if you're going out or going on a date, them are two different things. Like all three of those are different.
Okay, so if you're going out to a club, do you go to a bar for a couple of bars first to warm up, or do you just go straight to one club?
Oh yeah, we bar hop first. You got a pregame.
Yeah.
Do y'all call it pregame?
We call it pre-game. Pre-drinks.
Pre-drinks? We call it pre-gaming.
Pre-gaming, okay.
Yeah, get a couple drinks in to loosen it up, or to save some money too. Because sometimes back in the day, the club will get you. You got to pay to get in.
Right.
And then you got to pay an arm and a leg for,
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it's the same now. It's the same now. Like when we went out, okay, not this time we went out, but the time before that, which was 2 years ago, the last time before this I went out, again with Roy. We went to the bar to get a shot. Like they had vodka shots. And I wanted bubblegum. He was having coffee. So she said, oh, that's £4 for 2 shots. Or you can have 6 for £6. That's how they get you. And we were like, yeah, woo! Like, line them up. So,
yeah. See, back in the day, did y'all have this thing called let out?
Who?
All right. Here in Pennsylvania, this part of Pennsylvania, back in the day, it was called let out, meaning you would go to the club, hang out in the club, yada, 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 dance, whatever, have drinks, chit chat to some females or whatnot, or some males. Times the club because it's like everybody's hanging on the outside of the club. It's called let
Okay.
out. So like people are going home. You might run into somebody you ain't seen in the club, or you might try to spit your last minute game to some girl, see if she go home with you, that type of stuff.
Okay.
It's called let out. Do y'all have
Okay.
anything similar to that?
Nah. No.
No.
But let me ask you a
Um,
question. When you go out, say you went out with the lads, right? How does
mhm.
it work? Do you take it in turns to buy a round, or do you just buy your own drinks?
Now that depends. Everybody buys their own drinks,
Yeah.
but we still buy each other around.
Sorry, I'm just going to sort the light out because it's getting dark. Okay, because here we generally do rounds. Like, so
Yeah.
I buy the first round, you buy the next round, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah. That happens sometimes, not
Woo!
all the time. You
Okay,
get
I'm in the
you get
building.
people who will buy around, but then they'll still buy their own drink. You see what I'm saying?
That's called a heavy drinker, bruv. Jeez. I don't like
Or
it
it
when you
might
go
just be
out.
one person that can afford to buy around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't like it when, yeah, but you set the president before you go. Like, you have the discussion, are we buying rounds or are we just buying our own drinks? And I hate it when you go out with a group of people and there's always one who, like, we used to go out with this girl, I'm not mentioning names, we'd all do a round, and then when it was her turn, she'd be like, or we'd be like, oh, it's your turn. And she'd be like, oh, it's okay, I've still got a drink. And we'd be like, okay, but we haven't, and it's your turn. Yeah, but I've still got a drink. And everyone would be like, fine, we'll just buy our own drinks. But then the next time it'd be someone like, oh yeah, I'll have a drink. There's always one person like that, right?
Yeah, there's always one. And it's always a different person too.
Oh no, always the same person, I find.
Always the same person. So do you stop hanging with that person, or do you
Hell to the
still bring
yeah,
them
that
along?
person is gone. Snip, snip. You can't have no hangers on us.
Not hangers, honors. What is
Yeah.
that?
You know, when someone
Oh,
hangs
hanger
on.
honors.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Can't
I
have no
caught it.
hangers on us.
Yeah. Now, do y'all after
Oh my
you go
goodness.
out,
Sorry,
like
say,
this is
sorry.
maybe 20 years
Oh
ago,
my goodness.
you would go out to the club, have let out, and then after that, you go get some food.
Oh,
Do y'all
listen,
still do they still do that?
after a night
Get
out,
food afterwards?
you have to. It's the law.
Yeah.
It is the law.
It's the law.
I'm telling you, on the way back on Saturday night at like 20 to 5, Roy is like this out the window and he says, should we get McDonald's? I'll call it to get delivered. It's literally 5 minutes after he got in, there was a deal. Ding dong. There's the man with 2 Big Mac meals. McDonald's is here.
Yeah. So basically your drunk food is McDonald's.
Depends. Could be a kebab, could be McDonald's, could be
I'm gonna
chips with
tell you,
cheese.
here the drunk food is pizza. If you can get a good slice of cheese pizza, you in. Then they got street truck food trucks. So they had a beef on a meat on a stick, that
Like a
type of
kebab.
stuff,
Yeah.
or like a taco, or you know what I mean. But mainly pizza was the go-to. Now, if you're going out with a whole bunch of friends, the diner is where it's at. Breakfast food is where it's at, yo.
Now listen, last time I went out with Roy, we had pizza as our drunk food, right? And he
Mhm.
ordered it. I can't remember what flavor it was. It was so hot, it burnt my lips. I don't mean temperature either, I mean spice. I don't know what he put on it, but it was so spicy, it burnt my
Mhm.
lips. I didn't even eat one slice.
Oh yeah, he probably put some pepper flakes on there.
Right? When me and the dude used to go out, we always used to get chips with cheese from the kebab shop.
What's it called?
Kebab
What's
shop.
it called? What's it called?
What, the kebab shop?
No, you said you and your
Oh,
you
me
and
and
the dude go
you,
get what?
chips with cheese.
Potato fries with cheese.
Yeah, like melted on the top. Yeah.
Right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Them is just loaded French fries.
They still
Cheese fries. We call
there's
them cheese fries.
there's still good drunk food.
Yeah. If you want to be sick,
Are you? Let me
loaded
ask you a
cheese
question.
fries just seems to me like a disaster.
Are you
Yeah.
generally sick when you go out and get drunk?
No, but it depends on what I'm drinking and what I'm eating that would make me sick.
Yeah, I'm not.
But
No,
I try not to get sick though. Who
I'm
wants to be sick?
I'm not normally physically sick. I was 2 years ago when I went out with Roy. That was a whole. Well, I don't know what happened there, but we had a whole heap of drink. Um, do you know any remedies to supposedly stop you having a hangover that actually work? You know, like people say, drink a pint of water before you go out and a pint of milk when you come home.
Ew.
Yeah, I can't. I don't like milk, but I'm saying that's like an
I
old
like
wives'.
milk, but I ain't drinking no milk after I done been drinking alcohol all night. That's yeah, you ain't gonna have no hangover because you're gonna throw it all up.
But that's what I'm saying to you. Do you know any old wives' tales that supposedly prevents having
Well,
hangover?
I know several people have several different remedies. Remedy number one is if you have a hangover, to drink a beer.
That's like a hair of the dog.
Yeah, to drink a beer, you know what I mean? Like drink whatever you had, the last thing you had first.
Yeah, right.
First thing in the morning, and it knocks your
That's a hair of the dog.
yeah, they said that'll knock your hangover. Number two is I don't know if it's true or not, but a Bloody Mary.
Oh,
It's tomato juice,
yeah.
and they said that'll cure a hangover, which I've had Bloody Marys and they ain't do nothing but keep the party started. Keep the party started. Um, and then there's I know someone who takes a Tylenol and a Coca-Cola.
Takes what?
Take a Tylenol, like a
What's
pain pill,
oh, okay. See now,
and
I
a
don't
soda.
I don't drink full fat soda, but that time I went out with Roy 2 years ago and I was a whole mess. I couldn't
Yeah.
even open my eyes in the morning. He got me a full fat Coke and said, drink it. And I was like, no, I don't drink
Yeah.
full fat. And I don't know if it's the sugar, but it did work. A lot of people say you should drink an iron brew, and I sent you one and you kept it for
Yeah.
ages.
And then I finally drank it when I was really hungover, and I'm gonna tell you, it worked.
Whoop, whoop. I
It
mean,
worked. I don't know. I think it was the caffeine in it.
I do. I mean, well, it's fizzy pop, ain't it? With soda pop with sugar in. I think it is the sugar that helps. Also, people say like a full fry up, like a full English breakfast helps. But
Breakfast food always helps.
I can't bring myself to eat anything because I think, oh my God, if I eat, I'm going to be sick, you know?
Yeah, there's certain things. If I know I'm going to be drinking big time, they say certain things that don't get you sick. A nice greasy burger. They say the meat and the bread soaks everything up, so
Yeah.
that you don't get sick.
I don't know. There must be a number of different factors that play into it because on Saturday, we had a whole hell of a lot of burger before we went out and got drunk. And I wasn't hungover, I'm not going to lie, but Roy was, and he definitely ate the same as me. So,
Yeah, so I don't know. I know the go-to after club partying is pizza. I mean, it can be any kind of pizza. We used to have a really good pizza spot right where everybody used to go let out. I don't know if it's still there or not.
if you,
But now let's fast forward to now. My clubbing days is over. Matter of fact, I don't even think. Let's please whoever's listening, if they know if there's a club that's still open here in
so
our
hold on.
hometown, please let me know.
When I come to Pennsylvania, we're not going to go clubbing.
Yeah, we'll go out, but I don't know. I'm being honest with you. I don't know if there's any clubs around anymore. But if there is one, by all means, I'll take you to the club.
Listen, by hook or by crook, we go into a club. So if you go out to a club, would you normally go back to somebody's house afterwards, or you just go get food and go your separate ways?
Go get food and go your separate ways. Or it depends on who you're hanging with. If you're hanging with some fellas and it's just like they want to keep the party going, then we might go to somebody's house and keep drinking.
See, now I'm not gonna lie, it's just come back to me. In my clubbing days, like 20 years ago, when I came home, if I was drunk, I would just take my clothes off anywhere in the house, right? But I wouldn't know that until the morning. I remember staying at my mum's. There was like a 3-week period in between properties. So I stayed at my mum's, went out. When she got home up the next day, she said, "Why is your bra in my bedroom? Why are your trousers downstairs in the kitchen?" And I was like, "I don't know." And the same thing happened. I went out with Fiona one night and she stayed at mine. And when I woke up at like, I don't know, 5, 6 in the morning, we was in bed, like sleeping, but I was butt naked. And I was like, where are my clothes? So as I went downstairs, my trousers were on the stairs, my bra was in the living room, my knickers were in the kitchen. So I just seem to take my clothes off wherever I want to when I'm drunk.
I normally pass out with food on my chest. So
Oh,
I
really?
don't know what I end up. I think I'm gonna just tell a story. I went away for work, and then after work, we all went out and drank. The boss bought us around. Everybody's buying each other rounds, just like, and we got so tore up that the next morning, I don't remember how I got to my room, number one. And when I woke up, I had biscuits and chicken bones and jam all laying on top of me. And then, I still had chicken in my hand. So I must have been like so drunk, but I was hungry and was eating and passed out.
See, I remember going on
Eating
another
chicken.
night out with Fiona. We went out in Birmingham. I think it must have been her birthday, but we stayed in a hotel and there was a massive bed. So we just, two friends shared the bed. But I thought, right, I've got to take my makeup off before I go to bed. We'd bought pizza and everything. When I had been in the bathroom, come out of the bathroom and pulled the cover back to get in the bed, she's passed out in the bed, but there's pizza in the bed on my side. I was so eggy. I was like, why is there pizza sauce where I'm supposed to sleep?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good time. Y'all was having fun.
Right.
Now I'm saying 20 years later, I'm a little older, a little more mature. So I do things a lot differently now. My things of going out is hanging out with the fellas. We take turns going over each other's house, drink. Some people got pool tables, some people got poker card tables, and we just take turns enjoying each other's company as men, getting our drink on, smoke some cigars. To me, that's considered going out.
Okay, but don't you ever say to yourselves, come on, let's just for old time's sake, trip down memory lane, let's just go out?
Yeah, for old time's sake, I'm gonna tell you what old time's sake is we might get together, go to a sports bar and watch a game and do the same thing we were doing at each other's houses.
Because after I went out with Roy last weekend, me and the dude had a conversation and she was like, dude, we got to go out, man. Like, at least
Yeah.
one more time. Let's go. We're not that old that we can't go out. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You know
But do you
me.
think there's a certain age limit where you think that you're too old to be going to the club?
Oh, listen, we went to one wine bar. I couldn't tell you the name of it on Saturday. I mean, this woman looked like she was in her 70s. She had a leopard print dress on, and I was like, woof, I feel young.
Oh yeah. Well, here, I mean, you're never too old to go to a bar. Then we got bars everywhere. But I feel as though unless there's an age group that there's a criteria for how old you should be before you stop going to the club.
Do they have rooftop clubs there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went to one of those too on Saturday.
But then what, so do you think there's an age limit on how old you are too old to go to the club and get your dance on?
No, it's all about A, how you feel, B, what you're wearing. You can't go out in your 60s, 70s with a mini skirt and a boob tube on, you know. If you just go in there to have a drink and a
Yeah.
dance with your friends, why not?
But do you think there's an age limit though?
Well,
Should there be?
oh, no,
Because
but
I
I mean,
remember, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell on myself. I ain't been to a club in I don't know how long, and the one time I end up going, I was coming from like dinner or something, some formal dinner or something, and I looked like a school teacher amongst a bunch of kids, and I was just like, I couldn't even get on the dance floor because it was like none of the music I could understand or relate to.
I,
So I just feel like there should be an age limit, or if they're going to open up the clubs, it's time to start going to clubs that have your age bracket in there.
yeah, sometimes they do like over 28s or over 30 nights, you know, but
Yeah.
when we went out 2 years ago, we looked old, the oldest people there. B, we went to one bar, they was playing all old school R&B. Me and Roy was singing, dancing, literally getting it on. And there was a group of teenagers, they probably weren't older than 20, just there like this. And we were like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Aren't you having a good time? And they were like, we've never heard this music before. And we were like, are you kidding? This is the best music going. Yet if you then fast forward 2 years to Saturday just gone, it was all older people out. We were the youngest ones. It was bizarre.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Like you know what I mean? Back in the day when clubbing was, legit, I
Mm.
think I was out like every Friday night.
Oh
every
man, we
Friday.
was out Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. And if it was a bank holiday on the Monday, you'd bet your bottom dollar we were out on the Sunday too.
Yeah.
Thursday night was the best night in town.
Yeah. Thursday and Fridays was kind of the it. And then Friday into Saturday was the ish. And then Saturday night, I could be wrong because it's been a minute. Somebody will correct me somewhere in there. But Friday and Saturdays was the two club nights. And you had a ball. And clubs closed at 2 a.m. What time did your clubs close there?
Generally, it used to be 2, but some of them here are open till like 5.
Yeah. See, that's what we need. We need a club that stay open a little later.
See, now I'm gonna
Now,
hold on. I'm
did
gonna
y'all have
go on.
no go for it? I don't mean to
I was
cut
just
you off.
going to tell you a little story from my clubbing days. Or during that 3 weeks that I stayed at my mum's, the World Cup was on, right? And I can't remember where it was, but the football matches were like 7 in the morning. So we would go to work early to watch them. Anyway, my mum said, I said, I'm going out, you know, at night, Thursday night. So we had work on Friday. She said, do me a favor, wake me up when you get, wake me up at 6 in the morning. I said, okay, no problem. I never even got home till 6:10, right? So I went and
Yeah.
woke her up. I said, Mom, it's time to get up. She said, did you have them clothes on? You went out in them clothes yesterday. I said, yes, Mom, I did go out in them clothes. She said, are you going to work? I said, yes, Mom, I've literally just walked in the door. I'm going to wash, change my clothes. I'm going to go to work. Can't do that now.
Mm-mm. Do y'all have after hours clubs?
What, like lock-ins?
What's a lock-in?
Where they lock the door, so whoever's in the bar stays in the bar. They lock it so no one else can come in.
No, we're talking about like a club that say like from 2 to 5 is open. That's the only time it's open.
Nah.
It's called an after hours club. So
No.
so say like clubs are closed at 2, this club would just be opening at 2 whenever. Do y'all
No.
have any of those? We have a couple of those
Okay, so
after hours clubs.
let me ask you this. If I know you said you hung up your hat for your clubbing days, but if there was a club there, excuse me, that was good music, good vibe, and it was like an after 30s, over 30s
Oh,
night, would you go?
I'm there. Heck yeah, I'm there. I think we need more stuff like that, especially with all this pandemic stuff going
Mm.
on. It's starting to get a little easier now. They starting to talk about it less. If there was a over 30s, yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, because I feel like you should cater for everybody, because people like us want to go out without having to worry about kids drinking too much and making idiots of themselves, or causing, mayhem because they can't handle their drink, like
Yeah, because
18 year
I
olds.
think the clubs here they closed down due to criminal stuff and a lot of fights and
Mm.
stabbings and shootings. That all derived on the outside of the club some nights or inside the club some nights. So now what we have is we have a slew of breweries. I don't know if I said that right. Breweries.
Mm-hmm.
We have a bunch of those that done popped up everywhere.
Okay, so do you have this there for older people, right? We have these things, like there's holiday parks, where you can go for just a weekend, but they'll have these ones called a soul weekender. So they play like soul music. So I would go Friday to Sunday. You pay a set price. You've got to pay for your drinks, obviously, and your food, but it
Mhm.
gets you to ticket into the weekender where they're playing all old school soul, R&B, blah blah. So basically
Oh
for
no,
old people.
no, we don't have any of that.
Ooh, you need to be coming to a soul weekender at Butlins.
Uh-huh. So what happens is you're just there for the weekend, or
Yeah,
you there from a certain time.
you're in there for the weekend. So you pay, like, let's just say it was me and four girls going. We would split the cost of like one big room that's got like four beds in it with a kitchen area and a living room, like in a holiday
Mhm.
camp. And then
Mhm.
there'll be like in the bar area, the DJ will be there, he'll be playing music all the time,
Oh wow.
afternoon, evening, into the night. But you just go whenever you want.
And it lasts for 2 days.
Friday through to well, even Sunday night. You go Friday, you come home Monday morning.
Mm, we might need to invest in something like that over here. I don't know if we have anything like that over here.
There's
That
a
would be dope though. That's something to think about.
there's a business niche there for you if they ain't.
I know, right? You said soul weekenders.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Right.
That's real dope. So you're saying there's not an age limit on going to the club. You don't think there should be,
Well, listen,
but you think there should be
I
30
think
and over clubs or
yes,
age bracket clubs.
correct. But I also think people need to be responsible. Like if I'm in my 70s and I got a heart condition, should I be going raving in a club? No, because when I drop down there on the dance floor, there who's going to scoop me up? So
Yeah.
there has to be a sensible, like a sensible part to it. Why do you think there should be an age limit when you can't go anymore?
I think there should be an age limit. I think there should be age bracket clubs so that you don't get caught up in like the young man's, like this music now. I know some of it, but if I were to call my son, he'd probably tell me an artist I ain't never heard of.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And that's their thing. I'm not knocking it. That's their thing. But our generation, I'd rather would like to have clubs that were age appropriate
And at
for the
your
crowd. You know what I
at,
mean?
yeah, at
Because
your
like I said, I went to a club and I looked like a school teacher.
okay, so
I look like somebody's dad for real.
the bars and clubs on your side of the pond, do they have bouncers on the door?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. They have security, but then it's, I think the older you get, you start to dabble different ways as you get older. Like when you were younger, it was the club. Then as you got older, it was more or less, the sports bars. And then as you get older, it's like now it's just bars, and then you're caught in that weird, millennial stuff, the breweries. But you normally you would lean toward, hanging out with just a group of friends as you get older, you know what I mean? Like the club becomes less and it becomes more about the people you hang with.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. When you go to these bars, do they still have DJs like a club, like a nightclub that play music?
Some nights,
Mm-hmm.
but they have a jukebox in every sports bar.
Okay,
Y'all
so
have jukeboxes?
not really, no. So if they have a DJ, can you go up and request songs?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do y'all have karaoke there?
We do. And funnily enough, the last time 2 years ago, me and Roy went out, we were stumbling home well, not home, but we were stumbling back to the hotel at like 2:30 in the morning. And he was like, "What's that noise? What's that noise?" And we found a karaoke bar that was still open. It was open till 5. So we rolled in there, a couple more drinks, a couple more songs. Yeah, so we rolled up into this karaoke and Roy sung Blackstreet, No Diggity, right? I was just wetting myself. We were both on the stage. I was just wetting myself laughing. He seemed to channel his inner artist and was singing like every word. And I swear to God, when we walked off the stage, people were cheering him like he was an actual celebrity. It was bizarre.
Yeah, we have karaoke. We have karaoke bars here too. And my favorite time of ever karaoke in was we had a bar that had broke karaoke.
Broke karaoke?
And broke karaoke is you got in for free and the drinks were $1.
Ooh, they're
And then you
lethal.
just sang karaoke and there were certain drinks that were for $1. And that was called broke karaoke. Was it a fun time? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just got to say, when going back to the clubbing days, I found that the best nights out were the spontaneous ones. So, like,
Yes, and to me, they still are.
and
I think spontaneity is the best way
I swear
to
to goodness,
party.
that night I said me and Fiona were in the same bed and I was naked. She'd said to me, "Let's go out that night," and I was like, "No problem." She called after I got ready. She called me and said, "Can we just stay at yours because I've got nothing to wear?" And I was like, you could have told me before that. Anyway, when she knocked on the door to come to mine, she was wearing exactly the same as me, just jeans and a top. And I was like, "Why can't we go out?" And she was like, "Well, I got no money." I said, "Me either." We went out with £10 each, right? £10 each.
Mm-hmm.
It was $3.99 for a bottle of wine. We just drank bottles of wine and got totally trashed.
See,
S nights.
spontaneity to me, I think is the best way to have fun or to go out. Hands down.
Hands down.
Well, that was splendid.
And I've just
Topic
got to say one
going
more
out.
time, so sorry about the interruption of the line. It's got a little bit better, but there were times where you were crackling or I couldn't, like totes make out what you were saying. Sorry about that, people. That's what happens with modern technology. But
yeah,
on we go. We are on to the series review.
Oh yeah, let me pull my series up.
What is your series this week?
Oh, how about you go first while I try to find mine?
Okay, I'm gonna go first, but I don't think you're gonna know what it is because mine's on Netflix and it's called I Am Georgina. And she is. Remember we talked the other day, and I said to you, "Do you know who Cristiano Ronaldo is?" He's like a famous football player who's got like 405 million followers on his social media.
Right.
Well, Georgina is his partner. They're not married yet. They've got like, she's got twins on the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I saw that. I saw that on Netflix.
Yeah, they've got twins on the way, and I think they've got 4 other children. So basically, it says she's a mum.
It was a documentary about her.
Yeah, she's a mum, influencer, businesswoman, and Cristiano Ronaldo's partner. And this is an emotional and in-depth portrait of her daily life. Now, I loved it. The only thing that's annoying is constant subtitles. It's all in subtitles.
Ew.
Yeah, and I don't normally do subtitles, but I hung in there. And I totes loved it. I love a bit of romance. I love a bit of glitz and glamour. It's very girly. But yeah, if you know Georgina, Cristiano Ronaldo's other half, I would definitely give it a go-karting. And I'm actually going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Oh. Well, I'm not really big on documentaries, and big on that is subtitled on top of it. I don't know if I would actually get into it.
But this is the
and
thing.
I don't know much about soccer.
Yeah, but it's not much about him. It's more about her. And I don't do subtitles either, but I totally kept up, and I didn't have an issue with it. And okay, I loved the shoes, the cars, the houses, the jewelry. Oh, how the other half live, man. Woof.
Well, my series it's on Netflix as well.
Okay.
And it is called Pieces of Her.
Oh, I'm gonna start watching.
And it's
that.
About this.
Is it good?
And it's about this young lady who she tries to figure out who her mom really is, because there was an incident in the show where the mom saves her, and then she just starts acting different ever since after that, and tells her daughter to just leave, start her life, kicks her out. Yeah. And she's trying to figure out what's going on with her mom. And there's bits and pieces, stuff starts popping up and starts getting even crazier and crazier. It is really good. Ooh. It's called Pieces of Her.
What are you going to give it out of 5?
And I'm rating it a straight 4.
Ooh, 4.
A strong 4.
2 4s out of 5. I was listening.
Yeah, I'm giving it a strong 2. I mean, I say a strong 2. I was feeding off you. A strong 4. It's on Netflix, and it's rated number 2 as the most viewed.
I totally heard everything you say, but obviously we don't know each other's series until it gets to here. So I was just making notes to write down Pieces of Her. Now the dude has started watching that, and she said it was good. So it is on my list of things to watch. So who knows? Really, by this time next week, I might have watched Pieces of Her and I'll give my review.
Yeah.
Because we watched a film this week for the movie review, and we had total opposites of opinion, man. You loved it.
Total.
I gave it a 1, mate.
I gave it a strong 3.
I gave it a 1, a rubbish 1.
Well, anyway, we're just going to throw the title of the movie out. It's called The Weekend Away on Netflix.
Yeah. So we'll share our movie reviews. I keep saying that, but we really will. But yeah, that was the movie review, The Weekend Away. And this is why I think, even if, say, in 3 weeks' time, my series review might be The Pieces of Her, it could be totally different to what you thought.
Yes.
But today, we've got 2 4 out of 5s. I Am Georgina and Pieces of Her on Netflix both get 4 out of 5. Woo-hoo!
Yeah, both worth watching.
Right. Men maybe not so much one the I Am Georgina one, but hey.
And never know. It might be some men who like documentaries.
Well, she's a very beautiful woman, so even if they just want a perv, they'll probably watch it for that. I'm not being rude.
Okay, well, that being said, this is Soph.
This is Rich.
And we are from across the pond.
We'll see everybody on Sunday for Serious Sunday.
Yeah.
Yepper.
Yepper.